Good morning, students. Hope you will be fine. We were discussing this process of this respiration, and we have studied that this whole process it is simply the biological oxidation which involves where we will see that the complex food substances they are going to be oxidized into the simpler substance. But here again we will see that this whole process is the exergonic. It is the exergonic, that is there is the what we call as the here we will see there is the release of energy. Now mainly we will see we have got the three phases of respiration. Three phases. First one जो phase हमारे पास है that is called as external respiration. External respiration. Now what do we mean by this external respiration? We see it is again a physical process. It is a physical process which involves exchange of gases, exchange of oxygen of environment, exchange of oxygen of environment and carbon dioxide of body, carbon dioxide of blood. So here we will see this external respiration. It is the physical process where we will see there is the exchange of oxygen of environment and carbon dioxide of the blood. And where this exchange of these gases, that where this exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place, it takes place at the respiratory organ. The respiratory organ. This is first. So what do we mean by this? External respiration. External respiration is simply the physical process where we will see there is the exchange of oxygen of environment and carbon dioxide of the blood at the respiratory organ. Second जो हमारे पास है that is internal respiration. Again, this internal respiration, it is also the physical process. Again, this is also the physical process. It is simply the opposite of this external respiration. It is also the physical process where we will see there takes place the exchange of carbon dioxide of and oxygen of environment at the cellular level. Carbon dioxide of cell, rather हम कहेंगे carbon dioxide of cell and oxygen of environment at the cellular level. So in the internal respiration, what we will see, it is again, this is the physical process where we will simply see there is the exchange of carbon dioxide of cell, cellular level and oxygen of environment at the cellular level and oxygen of blood rather, क्योंकि अभी अंदर चला गया है, sorry, oxygen of blood at the cellular level. Is external respiration, it takes place at the respiratory organ, while as this internal it takes at the cellular level. It is also the physical process where we will see there takes place the exchange of carbon dioxide of cell and oxygen of blood, where we will see here blood oxygen जो होगा it enters into the cell and carbon dioxide comes out of the cell at the cellular level. Now here we will see both these exchange, both the external respiration and the internal respiration. Now we can say both these exchanges of gases, they occur on the principle of diffusion. So here we will see this external respiration, this internal respiration. In both these phases we will see there takes place the exchange of gases, and those exchange of gases takes place on the principle of diffusion. third is cellular respiration. Yeah, cell respiration or cellular respiration. This is the third phase. Now, this is not a physical process. This is simply an enzymatically controlled process. It is simply the enzymatically controlled process. Yeah, stepped. It is simply this controlled chemical process rather. Chemical process in which what we will see, जो glucose होता है, simply C6H12O6, it is oxidized. It is oxidized inside the mitochondria to produce the simpler substance, that is the carbon dioxide and water, plus there we will see energy rich molecules, they are produced. So this cellular respiration, it is an enzymatically controlled chemical process in which we will see glucose molecule, it is oxidized to produce the simpler substances, that is carbon dioxide and water, and there also and whole this process जो हम कहते हैं, it takes place inside the mitochondria to produce the energy rich molecules, that is the ATP molecule. So we can simply say, since this process it takes place within the living organisms, we call it as biochemical process, and it is the catabolic process. Catabolic process. Now let us proceed further. What we will see, in order to produce the energy, we need some fuel. So we will come to the next term, that is the respiratory fuel. Respiratory fuel. The substance rather, or the nutrient rather, which provides energy, the substance or the nutrient that provides energy by oxidation, by its oxidation or by oxidation inside the tissues, inside the body tissue, is called as a respiratory fuel. Now we have take different types of the foods. We take carbohydrates, we take fats, we take proteins. All of these, they can be taken as the respiratory fuel. But जो main हमारे पास respiratory fuel is, that is carbohydrate. So carbohydrate is the main respiratory fuel. Though we take different types of the nutrients, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, but carbohydrate is considered as the main, what we call as the respiratory fuel, क्योंकि उसके कुछ हमारे पास there are some reasons for this why carbohydrate is considered as a respiratory fuel. First जो हम कहेंगे, what is the first reason? It is easily oxidizable. ये आसानी के साथ ऑक्सीडाइज हो जाता है. Second, it is present. It is present abundantly, that means in large proportions, in the body fluids. So there are two reasons why carbohydrate is considered as the rich respiratory fuel. First one, it is easily oxidized. Second one, it is present abundantly in the body fluid, what we call as this body fluids. Now, जो इसका calorific value है, the physiologically fuel जो है, जो इसका calorific value है, that is 4.0 kilocalories. That is 4.0 किलो कैलोरीज। अगर हम फैट्स की बात करेंगे, दे आर दी कंसंट्रेटेड फ्यूल्स, और उनका जो फ्यूल वैल्यू है दैट इज अबाउट 9.0 किलो कैलोरीज। बट these fats they are not easily oxidizable, because उसकी वजह है because they have got less oxygen, because they have got less oxygen। अगर हम उनकी बात कर लेंगे प्रोटीन्स की, when proteins are used as respiratory fuel then it is called, when हम प्रोटीन्स की बात करेंगे then it is called as protoplasmic respiration। When proteins are considered as respiratory fuels then it is called as protoplasmic respiration। But when carbohydrates or fats are used as respiratory fuels, these two, then they are called as, then it is called as floating respiration। Floating respiration। So this was all about this what we call as the phases of respiration and respiratory fuels। So we will see any substance or any nutrient which provides us the energy on being oxidized। So we take different nutrients, that is the carbo, fats, proteins, but जो हम कहते हैं जो main respiratory fuel है that is the carbohydrate, which why it is easily oxidizable, it is present abundantly in the body fluids। अगर हम एक और बात कर लेंगे जो ग्लूकोज का हम बात करेंगे या इस कार्बोहाइड्रेट की बात करेंगे, जो इसका हम देखेंगे कि दैट जो इसका fuel value है that is 4.0 किलो कैलोरीज, while as that of the fats it is 9.0 किलो कैलोरीज। but these are not easily oxidizable, but these are not good respiratory fuels because they are not easily oxidizable and they have got less oxygen। when proteins की अगर हम बात करेंगे, when proteins are used as respiratory fuels then it is called as protoplasmic respiration। when carbohydrates and fats are used as respiratory fuels then it is called as floating respiration। this was all about today's lesson। we will proceed further in the next video। until then, goodbye, god bless you, thanks।